This is the Polar Pro Peter McKinnon ND filter. Cost $249. That's expensive for something that you're probably not going to use very often, but when you do use it, you definitely need it, and you need it to be of a good quality. Yeah, that was until Freewell reached out to me and asked me to take a look at their DSLR veritable ND filters. And I really wish I didn't buy the Peter McKinnon version now. Stick around. Guys, what's going on? My name's Original Dobo. If this is the first time here on my channel, it's all about drone and tech-related content. So if that type of stuff is interesting or useful, hit that subscribe button before you leave this video. So today we're talking about the Freewell veritable ND filter kit that they sent out. Now this is a kit of 2 ND filters. It comes with a 2 to 5 stop and a 6 to 9 stop for ultimate light reduction. The best part about this kit is the fact that it is really affordable. It costs the same price for 2 Freewell ND filters as it does 1 Polar Pro Peter McKinnon. Now that doesn't mean that you're going to be getting anything of a lesser quality. The quality is still really amazing, and I got some sample footage to show you. But all around, the build quality of the Freewell ND filters is really top notch. Now I spent $250 on the Peter McKinnons, and I think a lot of that price that you pay is honestly in the unboxing. Yeah, Peter McKinnon ND filters have an unboxing that is second to none, but after I'm done with the box, it just sits on my gear shelf back there, so I really don't even care about the box after I'm done opening it. What I do care about is how the filters perform over a long period of time. Now the Freewell veritable ND filters that they sent to me are 72mm ND filters, so they're a little bit smaller than I would typically use. My Peter McKinnon is a 77mm, but a lot of people do like to use like 82mm ND filters with a reducer. Now the total cost of my Peter McKinnon ND filter was $249 for the filter, and then I spent $30, thanks to Gerald Undone, on this little gear ring reducer for the Peter McKinnon filter. So this takes it down from a 77mm all the way down to 67mm, which is what many of my lenses are. With the Freewell kit, when you tell them what size veritable ND filter that you want, you also get a reducer included, and it's a really nice reducer, and it's actually I've got it on the camera, so let me unscrew it. So there it is right here. So this is the reducer that they give you, and what's really nice about this reducer is it also allows you to accommodate, let's say, well, I don't even know if I can show you. So let's see. So here's the Freewell ND filter, and it also has a magnetic cap, which I find that these magnetic caps are really cool. I like the magnetic caps. I haven't really seen too many companies do anything like this, but the magnetic cap just ensures that it's not going anywhere. I don't have any moving components like on this Rokinon lens. I've got these little clips. I've broken these clips several times, and it's also plastic, so it's really easy for these to break or get lost. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, all in all, I've been very happy with these. As far as the build quality goes, it's really top notch. I mean, it's right on par with Polar Pros. They are a little bit heavier than the Polar Pros, just by a smidge, and it's something that you can notice if you held both of them in the hand. But chances are, if you're watching this video, you're trying to decide whether or not you should just buy these or buy the Polar Pros. So let's get into some sample footage. So I went ahead and set the camera up and had my daughter sort of just model for me so I can control the bokeh, control everything behind the camera. It's much easier like that. Now the picture profile I am shooting in is picture profile 10, which is HLG3 is what I use, and I drop a Lehman LUT on top of these just sort of to correct the colors. Now I'm not doing any other post color correction to this footage. I just wanted to see what the color temperatures were, if there's any color shift or cross polarization between these filters, or anything that you would really gauge as a negligible disadvantage from one to the other. And ultimately, I really didn't find anything really show-stopping between the Freewell to the Polar Pro. Now the color temperature is a little bit warmer on the Freewells than it is on the Polar Pro, but that's honestly not a bad thing, and it's going to be personal preference. The skies still look really natural. The saturation is right on cue, and there's no dark corners in either of these all the way through the different stops. Now, when you were shooting an S-Log, you're going to be bumping your ISO up a little bit higher, so that's where that 6 to 9 stop is really going to come into play. Now for the lower stops, the 2 to 5, I did have to crank the shutter speed just a little bit, like 100, to just make sure that I can still control the overall look of the image, making sure that that depth of field was still there. I am shooting wide open, that's f1.4. I'm using a Sigma 16mm lens on a Sony a6400. Now, if I didn't tell you guys, I already shot a video, an entire video, a whole review of the veritable ND filters with the Mavic 2 Zoom using, using my Freewell veritable ND filters. And I have to say, I was really impressed with the overall quality in that video. I think it was that video where I just started using these over the Peter McKinnons. Again, with the 6 to 9 stop and the 2 to 5, I don't really have to choose. Quality is great. Each of these filters are $109. So you can buy one of these for $109, or you can buy both for $218 in this nice little kit. That's absolutely incredible value compared to just one filter costing $249. This was a really tough pill to swallow. And if I would have known that they were coming out with the Freewell filters, I probably wouldn't have bought these, because I was actually, before both of these filters, I was using this. This is a K&F concept filter. This is a really cheap filter. This is like 50 bucks. But the problem with this filter is, well, I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if that's actually glass or what, but it would always leave like sort of a green cast on my footage, and it took a lot of time in post to correct it. Not only that, it really had some dark corners. The harder down you stop. This was a hard stop filter too, but the harder down you stopped, I noticed you would get a lot more noise in your footage with those that cast. So definitely doesn't pay to go cheap, but I don't think you should have to spend $250 to be able to get a good image. This really has fantastic, you can almost hear the density. You can hear the density of the glass, and it is really, really quality. Same thing, here's the Peter McKinnon. You can just hear the density, and like between both of these, yeah, I mean, side-by-side comparison of them, I mean, they're just solid filters for either or. But again, $249, $109, it's honestly sort of a no-brainer. But anyways, I'll have links in the description below if you want to check that out, or if you want to see more footage with the Freewell filter, I'll do more tests. I've been using it for clients and I haven't had any complaints, and I've been really happy with it. Like I said, my biggest regret with all these ND filters is the fact that I spent $249 on this, but it did make for a good comparison, and it hopefully will save you guys some money later on down the road. Anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, stay original.